Hi good people all around the world, this is Nick from OVA Let's Plays. In today's video, we're gonna see if my theory is correct. Now my theory is this: if we have the world seed, not the bees, and we start there, and we beat the wall of flesh, and then we beat the mechanical bosses, or at least one mechanical boss, if it'll make it easy to farm Chlorophyte Ore, because when you do the not the bees, it makes the most of the world, a big chunk of the world, into jungle. And of course jungle is where chlorophyte grows, so if you have a big jungle, you'll have a big wide area to get all the chlorophyte you could probably want and need. The only flaw I see with this so far is that there's a lot of hive blocks, so that might counteract it a little bit, but we're gonna see. I'm gonna dig down to health. There's already some chlorophyte here. That's crazy. At least I think it's chlorophyte. I could have sworn I saw some chlorophyte. Yeah, there's some chlorophyte here too. Oh no, wait, that's just regular grass block, I think. Yeah. Alright, so that's not chlorophyte. If I remember right. I gotta check on the map here, because it looks like it could be chlorophyte, but then it doesn't. It's weird. Maybe it's the part where the mud blocks turn into jungle grass. I think that's what it is. So I'm gonna go ahead and beat the wall of flesh, and then the mechanical bosses, and we'll be back and we'll see if my theory is correct. That it'll be really easy to farm a lot of chlorophyte because of the world mostly being mud and hive blocks. So we'll be back in a little bit, guys. One thing that I forgot to mention, guys, is that in this world you start off with a merchant and not the guide. So if you're gonna summon the wall of flesh, you have to have the guide first, so you have to make a house. You can chop some trees around to, to make an easy, quick house. And hopefully the guide will show up after that. The guide should show up shortly after that. So I would do that before you start digging down. The merchant took this house. You have to make another one. Freaking merchant. Yeah, you don't get to live in this house, merchant. It wasn't made for you. Just in case, I'll make another one, just to be on the safe side. But yeah, I would definitely recommend. That's the wall. Yeah, I would definitely recommend that you make a couple houses before you start digging underground. It'll give time for the guide to show up. Alright guys, so because I had a gun and I had other things going on, other NPCs showed up aside from the guide at first. So I recommend you don't have a gun in your inventory or that much money, because, well, the merchant was already there. But at any rate, we get after building for a while, like 4 or 5 apartment buildings, we finally got the guide. So that's the first step I would recommend before anything else, is you build some houses, just because you need the guide in order to beat the wall of flesh, so you can beat the mechanical bosses, so chlorophyte can, generate and everything. But we'll be right back after we beat the wall of flesh and a mechanical boss, and we'll see if this is all worth it or not to get all the chlorophyte. Alright guys, we just beat the wall of flesh, and I was reading on the wiki that, as it turns out, as long as you have the pickaxe axe, chlorophyte spawns upon you entering hard mode. You don't have to beat mechanical bosses, supposedly, from what I read on the wiki. So at any rate, we should start seeing some chlorophyte. Now, we just started hard mode, so it shouldn't be a lot of chlorophyte right now. But we should see like little specks here and there. The other thing too is this could be a good way to get a bunch of life fruit as well. But it's like I said, the hive blocks might make this not worth it. But, you know, that's with any update, there's going to be new things, and sometimes only with experimenting will you know if it's going to be beneficial or worth it, or if it's just going to be a waste of time. In which case, this just might be due to how much hive block there is. I do not see any, chlorophyte yet. I haven't smashed any of the altars, though. So maybe we need to smash altars first? I don't know. Maybe we're not underground yet. It is a large world, after all. It's a large world, after all. Is that chlorophyte? I don't think so. The Splunker potion is so helpful. Oh, the black spot is very useful too for this. I do not see any chlorophyte ore yet. Not a single one yet. This is kind of odd. Yeah, I don't see anything yet, so we might just have to beat a mechanical boss. At any rate, it'll help us get life fruits, because life fruits generate after you beat a boss too. So mechanical boss. Gotta switch over to crystal bullets. Probably not the best thing, but you know, it'll help. Too. He's keeps moving too. Well, I'd move if there was a giant skeleton with a chainsaw and a probably need an ambulance. Scary skeleton time. Be right back. guys, you won't believe this. It turned into daytime, so Skeleton Prime has turned into Dungeon Guardian mode, where he'll just chase after you with really crazy defense. Luckily, I've got the Blade Staff with me, which helps normally against the Dungeon Guardian. But, of course, his health is ridiculous right now. I'm trying to get rid of that other arm, the last arm left. That way the Blade Staff can focus on him, but it's going to be slow going, guys. Thank God for the black spot, though. In my opinion, it's the best mount I've encountered so far. That includes the Cosmic Car Key and the cute Fisheron, in my opinion. Do a turn around here. Well, we beat the arm, so as you can tell, it's slow going with the health here. So yeah, I'll be back again, guys. Alright guys, we beat our first mechanical boss. So at the very least, life fruit should be able to grow now, but we're gonna check. You know, we literally just beat Skeleton Prime. So we beat only one boss. Now, from what I've read, Chlorophyte should grow after you enter hard mode, but I have not found any Chlorophyte yet, or life fruit. So far this idea seems to be a bust. I wasn't able to beat the Skeleton Prime that was spinning. I ran into a sky island and then it killed me. I did smash some altars just in case, if I thought that might, help. Oh, we got our first hint of Chlorophyte. So I did not see any Chlorophyte at all before, yep, it's Chlorophyte, guys, it's confirmed. So, I don't know if it helps when it spawn more, or not, but when you beat the mechanical boss, or if that's a requirement, but I know for sure that the life fruit is a requirement for you to beat at least one mechanical boss. At least for desktop mode. I think mobile mode you don't have to. And here's some Chlorophyte over here as well. Queen bee. So the hive blocks tend to get in the way a lot, but the fact that most of the world is jungle blocks, helps with that. As far as it helping more, if it wasn't due to the hive blocks, I think this would be better than the normal world as far as getting Chlorophyte goes. But with all the hive blocks, it takes up so much of the world that it kind of compensates for the fact that jungle is taking over most of the world. There's so much hive blocks that... Now, granted, too, the Chlorophyte has just started growing, so... I could come back and check later on, but currently, so far, I'm coming across a lot more hive blocks than any Chlorophyte, And also, it probably won't help the life fruit either. Now, potentially what you could do, if you had a decent amount of platinum coins or enough money, you could get a bunch of TNT. But I recommend you blow it up before hard mode. There's some Chlorophyte right there too, so we found some right there. but you blow it up before hard mode, that way, because the hard mode ores, they can get in the way of explosives, but you could blow up a big chunk of a thing and then just put some mud blocks down. But you could do that with any world. So far, the theory I have with chlorophyte might help. Not the bees world seed might be better than the normal world as far as helping with chlorophyte. It seems to be not working, guys. It just doesn't seem to be worth it. But sometimes this is what happens when something new in a game shows up and you have to find out and experiment for yourself. But overall, guys, it seems to be kind of a bust, really. Due to how much hive block there is and how, you know, I still stand behind the fact that the Not the Bees is good for early hard mode, for, you know, farming for money and for, you know, farming for lost bags for the queen bee. And I still stand that it's, if you're looking for stuff in jungle chests, like boomstick or the staff of regrowth or sharpening stations, things like that, the Not the Bees works great for that. This is weird. It's right in the middle of chlorophyte, right in the middle of the hive. That's weird. I'm trying to get further down to see, because I think at some point the hive just... But you'd have to take some more time for the chlorophyte to grow, but I just think it's just... As far as this goes, I think it's a bust. Maybe the other good idea that you could do, and this could be, you could do this like really early, is if you wanted to find some truffle worms, you could convert the whole world into, you know, a mushroom biome, and then you can get the truffle worm easier that way. That might be a way that Not the Bees would help in terms of that, but mostly so far it's good for farming queen bees, obviously. And it's good for getting normal jungle items from the chest and spores and things like that. So it helps you early, helps you in pre-hard mode, and it helps you in early pre-hard mode for getting treasure bags. And because each time you beat these, I think they give out 8 gold and a bunch of items. The treasure bags can stack, so I recommend fighting these in expert mode. Not so much master mode, because it'll be more of a pain if you're early in hard mode to kill, but if you're in expert mode, the treasure bags will stack and you can farm a lot of money that way. Probably not the most efficient way to farm money, but it was a decent way. It helped with me, at least. But yeah, due to the hive blocks is what kills it, guys. It was a great idea. It seemed at first, you know, because it transforms most of the world into jungle. There's just too many darn hive blocks, guys. If they spawned, like, very easily in hive blocks, spread it in hive blocks, it would be better, but... So this turns out it's a bust, guys. But at any rate, thank you guys so much for watching and for your patience up to this point. The only way I would recommend this is if you, like for the previous, you know, the only way I would recommend this for farming chlorophyte is if you blew up a big chunk of the world. This hive is not that tough to blow up, and they need to have a big chunk. I might end up doing that, really. That's, look at that, so much of the world is just hive. Not even, you know, mud, which is what you need. But at any rate, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys have a good day. Bye, everybody.